Hey guys!
Alright folks, we're here today to check out a video from Visions of Atlantis. The name of the song is Armada. They announced a new record coming out this year, and this is their first single. So,
Wouldn't Visions of Atlantis just be kind of like water?
no, you could vision Atlantis as an island before it sunk.
Oh yes, that's the whole thing about it, which it was like a city that sunk, yeah.
Yeah. Was a continent or was city, whatever.
I don't know if it was a continent, I think it was just a city.
Some people believe it was a continent. Some people believe there were aliens. I mean, today I found out that Chernobyl happened because aliens did it.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's in the top 10 world disasters caused by aliens.
Ah, so
you know they're doing top 10s now.
Like the guy who was there who fucked it up, like he did that on purpose, and when he ran out of the room, he took off.
No. See.
Oh, it was a suicide mission.
No. They flew a couple of UFOs over the place, and with invisible laser rays, they damaged some micro circuits inside the boards at Chernobyl that caused the disaster to happen afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the same aliens then helped Japan when they had that
Fukushima Daiichi.
Yeah, because they were there and they saw what happened and they wanted to prevent radiation from spreading around the world, so they helped the Japanese. So there's good and bad, which proves there's good and bad on both sides.
There's good and bad on both sides.
There's good and bad on both sides.
For the aliens too.
All right, so yeah, maybe there's two different races of aliens. Have you ever thought about that? The ones that do good and the ones that do bad?
Well, whenever I think of aliens, I think like little gray guys with like big...
The Greys. That's just one of the kinds. There's different kinds.
Oh yeah, I heard of those.
Yeah, it's called the Greys.
The Greys. What are the other ones?
I don't know.
Sometimes your brain doesn't want to absorb stupidity.
Yeah, I only have a certain amount of hard drive for stupidity. So bear with me on that one. Anyways, Armada, Visions of Atlantis. I'm sure this will have nothing to do with aliens, but rather with pirates or something along those lines. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
The Portuguese, by the way. These guys are getting better and better with every fucking record, I must say. Now, can I go first? Because I have a lot to unpack here. So, I'm going to put my historical, my historian hat on, and I want to say that...
So you mean the hair at the back here and like the forehead?
No, I'm not going to talk about aliens. Fuck, we're done with
that. I know,
that.
but he's a historian. That's how he knows all the
ancient history. He only knows ancient history. Anyhow, those flags, the flags represent the Portuguese ships. That's called the Cruz de Cristo, which, if you follow soccer, there's a team called Belenenses who still has that as their logo, because Belenenses is from Belém, and Belém is from where the ships sailed the sea. So they kept that as their logo of the soccer team from...
But isn't there also a club in... There's a club in Brazil that has that too.
I think Vasco.
It's Vasco
da Gama.
Yeah.
Because the Portuguese went to Brazil.
Yeah, true.
And Vasco da Gama, like, what was he? Italian? No, he was Portuguese, so that's why, the logo. Anyways, it's called the Cruz de Cristo. Belenenses has it because of the connection with Belém, because that's where the boats sail from.
I guess Vasco da Gama has the...
Yeah, he was one of the guys sailing off of there with their boats, so that was a Portuguese thing. But the guys playing the roles, they look more like French or British or whatever. They didn't look Portuguese to me. Now, the second part of this, before we talk about the song, the second part about this discussion is the video. If I was putting a crew of pirates together, I don't think I would pick any of these guys. Not very reliable. There's a battle going on, and you're playing drums in the captain's hall. No, haul your ass up to the bridge. We need all hands on deck.
Dude, why do you think in like the Civil War and the Revolutionary War there were guys playing the drums and stuff?
But those guys were in the front line. They were normally one of the first ones to get shot. Them and the guys carrying the flag.
But then the kids in the back were also playing the drums. They weren't getting shot.
Anyhow, but he's not even in the back. He's on the lower deck.
You need like some, it's probably boring fighting with no music in the background.
Okay, I'll give you that. But then you have Clementine is there singing and whatever. I appreciate Mick here. He goes there and says, fuck, enough of this singing. You know there's a battle going on upstairs? Fuck, we need everybody to get together here. Like, what are you doing singing here? And then he turns around, and what does he do when he gets up to the main deck? He starts singing too. I'm like, what the fuck? The pot is calling the kettle black? Like, what the... You gave the girl shit for singing and not fighting, and then when he's about to get ready to fight, he starts singing.
Like I told you...
Some Errol Flynn shit happening over there, you know?
Dude, fight scenes are always better with cool music.
Yeah, and then you have the guitar player soloing in the middle of a battle. Maybe that's his protection.
That's his protection, because back then, medics...
Maybe it's a sonic protection.
No, it's a protection because, back then, unlike in the World Wars where medics were seen as like, okay, you can't shoot them because it's against the
so it's musicians.
Right? But back then, maybe it's like, if I play a good jig, they're not going to kill me, which was true.
I'm just going to entertain them to death.
No, you entertain them, and then it'd be like, do I really waste one of the musket rounds that I had to jerk off my musket to even get to load?
That is true.
Do I even have to, like, why
do I offload my only load?
Do I waste it on such a non-violent opponent?
I know, such a non-threatening person.
So then they face someone else. That's a perfect...
I guess you do have a valid point when it comes to that.
It's like, I can always kill him later. I don't need to kill him now.
Yeah, that's true.
And then by the time later comes, he kills you.
That is true, I guess. But I don't know, man. I think I would try to find a better crew, though. The trips would definitely be entertaining.
Yeah.
Because there would be music and shit like that. But imagine, like, they would not be very good at doing chores. Because they would always be, like, playing and shit. You know? I don't know. The most lackadaisy pirates I've ever seen in my life, that's for sure. Anyhow, what do you think of the song, though?
The song was good, man. I think you're right about this band. Because,
they've evolved a lot.
They've evolved quite a bit. And the song has not only a good guitar feeling, drum feeling, this nice battle. Like I said, it's perfect background music for this battle and everything. It has such a nice chorus. Like, the way her voice takes you in the chorus from the rest of the song, it's so, like, it not only does it... amaze you with obviously the beauty in her voice and everything, but it's one of those songs where it's like, it's I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of battle hymnish in a way.
Yeah. I agree with you on that.
Very battle hymn like. So it not only does it feel good to the ears and everything musically, but it makes you.
It's a galvanizing song.
Yeah, it makes you want to want to do an action that is kind of like that galloping speed type thing. It makes you want to like do something.
Makes you want to move.
Makes you want to move, yeah, and fight and battle.
Listen, I saw these guys for the first time at Prog Power last year. They put on a great show. Then I saw them back because they were touring with Delane. Then I saw them when they played in Toronto a week later. They were phenomenal as well. I just feel like they're a band that, you know, they've grown musically as a band. They've gotten better with every record, but also their whole pirate shtick has also grown. Like they're a band that if you look back when things started, it feels like they weren't really sure who they were and where they belonged and you know, what does the future hold, but they definitely found their stride and they were able to figure themselves out within themselves and put something together that's a really good band. It's not just a bunch of people making music and whatever. They have more now, I feel, at least with the last couple of records, they have more of a vision of who they are. They understand who they are and where they want to go with their music, and that comes across because when you're making music but you're not quite sure who you are, where you're going, like what the music suffers to a certain extent with that lack, because there's a little bit of lack of vision, at least overall big picture of where you're trying to go with this, you know what I mean? And I find that over the last couple of records they found that, and once you find that, then you start to like work towards it, and you become more focused, you become more aware, and then everything you create with that vision in common, that everybody in the band has that same vision. You're no longer just doing a solo because you have to do a solo. You're doing a solo with a vision of what the sound is, of what, like, everything becomes a little bit more together, more complete. And for me, this is a band that you can definitely see that gradual process over their records. And this track as the first single for the upcoming new album, I really like it, man. I like this shit. You know what I mean? It's bombastic. It's well done. They have two great vocalists, not just one, but two great vocalists that create this incredible dynamic. They have such a great chemistry with one another, and that also helps. If you have two vocalists that have great chemistry, that understand each other really well, that are, it's not about like who gets the majority of the face time. It's rather like, how can we make this song the best way possible and work together in order to achieve it. And they definitely have that, and it comes across. The songs are so natural, and when you see them on stage, the dynamics between them, it's a show within the show. You know what I mean? And it's, at the end of the day, when you go to a concert, it's not just about listening to the music. Otherwise, you could sit at home. Yeah, you could sit at home and listen to the CD or whatever, right? You go there to be entertained. Obviously, listen to the music, but be entertained by everything that's happening. And they definitely deliver that kind of entertainment, at least in my humble opinion. You agree?
I agree.
Great song. Fucking loved it. I love the energy. I love the guitars. I love the drums. But the vocals, you definitely... I mean, the sound, very bombastic, very matching of the video that they created, but the vocals, it's where it's at for me. Yeah. I love the dynamics between the two. All right. That's it?
Yeah.
On that note, guys, we'll be back with more videos.
See ya.